Hello, everybody. My name is Kishore Rajesh. This is Video Bytes. Today I have the head of the biology department at Basis Scottsdale, Mr. Carey. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Carey, at Video Bytes.
Hey, Kishore. Thanks for having me.
And then I'm going to ask you a few questions about how the current situation has changed your teaching style, just the AP in general. How has your teaching methodology changed due to distance learning? I know that your class methodology is like using various modes of media, such as videos and PowerPoints, to communicate the message that every student understands. But now with coronavirus, you can't really do that because you can't, with live classes it's much harder.
Yes, exactly. I am, to be honest, I haven't been a really big fan of having to teach like this. Cause this is, you know, I became a teacher because I like interacting with you students and having fun with you guys. And like, that's, for anyone that's ever been in my class, you know that my main strategy is, you know, acting goofy, having fun, you know, trying to have fun with biology. And it's not the same. It doesn't really come across this platform so well. But I mean, it is what it is, and everybody has done a really good job with the material as we had to present it this past month or so. But I think it's going to be fine. And as far as the test is concerned, like you said, they removed the last two units, the ecology unit and the evolution unit, which, like I said earlier, are major unifying concepts. So that's why I thought that we really needed to finish those, because this class isn't only to get you prepared for the AP Bio final in May, but you also need to know these things for when you go to college.
Yeah. And then I know that the AP changed from last year to this year, and then they changed it again because of coronavirus. So what's your opinion on all of that? They moved like the plant unit, the animal unit, and now the evolution and ecology units.
Yeah, it's crazy. So when they changed it from last year to this year, and they got rid of the plant unit and the anatomy unit, that was pretty weird already. I could see why they would get rid of the anatomy unit, because it really is its own class, hence post AP anatomy. But the plants are so important to life on Earth that getting rid of the plant unit was really weird to me too. But I see why they did it, because it's really complicated, and just like anatomy, it could be its whole own class. But that could really be said about any unit in AP biology. And then this year with the coronavirus, they just chopped off the last two units where certain schools were starting to close down. And that was the ecology and the evolution unit, which are two of my favorite. And I'm glad we were able to still finish them.
Yeah, and then now they changed the structure of the AP exam to like omit all multiple choice questions, just for your response. Yep.
So two free response questions about a novel situation in the real world, and then it's like I've been saying all year. They're going to give you a situation in the real world, and then they're going to change some variable about it and say, what's the outcome? And as those of you that have finished my mock already have seen that that's exactly the kind of questions I gave you. And that's exactly what it's going to be. The only difference is they're going to be like interpreting graphs more than making graphs, you know?
I feel like making graphs takes a lot of time, especially since you only have like 25 or 15 minutes to do them.
Yeah, people were having a hard time uploading those graphs to me, so I'm glad that that's not going to be an issue.
So how has coronavirus changed your style of like quizzing people and testing people? I know like you have like online quizzes where you just like fill it out.
Yeah,
but it's not the same.
Well, no, it's not the same. But I mean, the test is going to be open book, open note, like they said, you know. But since there's a timeline on it, you won't be able to actually, you know, go through your whole book and stuff. So you're still going to need to rely on the knowledge that you've accumulated over the past since 6th grade, really, and be able to have that on hand and ready to answer. It's more about analyzing the question, figuring out what they really want you to say, and if you need to look it up real fast, look it up, but otherwise just make sure that you're answering the question that they're actually asking.
And then since you're at home now, how are you balancing work and family?
It's pretty fun. My office is actually my son Connor's room. Actually, if you can see, I have the classmates back there.
Oh, nice.
You can barely see them, but they're here, so they make it feel like it's the real classroom still. And then Connor is right next to me doing his homework. So it's like a little tiny classroom in here. And then the little ones, the 3 and 5-year-old, they come and go. They bang on the door. You may have heard them banging on the door earlier because whenever I'm in here, they're curious what Dad's doing in the other room, so they want to come in. And so it's fine. I love hanging out with my family, so it's actually a really nice opportunity to spend more time with my kids while they're young, you know. So it's really nice.
And then last question, what can your students or parents do to help kind of ease the workload and like reduce the stress of you specifically in this situation?
Well, I found with me and Connor and I that the best thing for us to do is to always stay really organized and create a schedule. So we wake up together at the same time, Connor and I. We find out when the live sessions are for the day. We write down a list, an agenda for the day. We write down all the assignments, make sure we're getting through what we need to get through at the time we need to get through it. And then in between, we take frequent breaks and we either go for a walk around the neighborhood, walk the dog, or now that it's warm enough, we've been swimming a lot. So get the energy out. You gotta exercise. So stay organized and get some exercise. Everyone's been doing really great. Like honestly, the hardest part is when somebody uploads a document that's not compatible to my computer over here, and then I have to email someone and say do a different form. But that's not even that hard. So actually, I kind of really like Teams. I kind of hope we can use Teams in some way during the school year. So like have normal classes, but maybe somehow be able to document share or I liked rating on it. So we'll see.
And like Teams is easier like to get assignments and grade books and stuff. Like someone just turns it in, you can like say, okay, here's 10 out of 10 or 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's naturally organized. It's really nice.
Thank you again, Mr. Carey, for joining this interview. And I hope you have a good rest of the school year, another like 3 weeks, and then summer.
That's awesome. Well, so I'm gonna this upcoming week, I'm gonna be holding several live sessions that are dedicated to the review packets that I've been putting online, and the mock. Once everybody finishes the mock, I'll do a review session for that too. And I was hoping that I tell the students that I have an interesting new haircut. So if you want to see my interesting new haircut, you need to come to the review sessions.
Thank you.
See you later.
Yeah.